Now the government has managed to convince the S.O.E., the PSOG, I beg your pardon, that the S.O.E. is the reason that crime has gone down in the last week. As if the rest of us are this stupid. The members of the PSOG might be idiots, you know, but Jamaicans are not idiots. The rest of us know that it's because of the World Cups and people are watching the games why the murder rate is actually down. Because it happens every World Cup, it happens every Olympics, where because of the jubilation in the atmosphere, even criminals end up watching these games.
So welcome everyone, thanks for tuning in. I want to give a shout out and thanks to all those who have subscribed to my channel, those who have watched my videos and liked them and share them. Please comment also. I really appreciate it. Remember, when you subscribe, you are to hit the notification bell so that you get new videos as soon as they are dropped. Okay? I must say to us as a people that politics and religion is a divider amongst the people, and we need to multiply. Right? So in order for us to multiply, we have to throw away the divider. Anywhere there's politics and religion, there's always lots of guns and there's poverty. Therefore, there's crime and violence. As we can see, in 2022 November, crime all over the world has been reduced drastically as a result of the World Cup. And I'm going to specify about Jamaica still. Crime has drastically, significantly reduced as a result of the World Cup. And this is not a coincidence, but there are real reasons why. And I'm going to elaborate on it at the end of you listening to these two videos. I want you to finish listening to the lady, and you're going to listen to Mr. Damian Crawford, and then at the end of the day, you're going to hear my 2 cents on it. Remember, we have to get rid of the political mind. Stop being a political thinker and stop being a religious thinker, and learn to listen to people, what they're saying, and learn from them. Because if you believe in something and it is wrong, if you do not listen to me, how are you going to learn? Let us learn to listen to each other so that we can be a better person.
They're Jamaicans. I could talk about the S.O.E. It's said that the definition of madness is to keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. Now the government has managed to convince the S.O.E., the PSOG, I beg your pardon, that the S.O.E. is the reason that crime has gone down in the last week. As if the rest of us are this stupid. The members of the PSOG might be idiots, you know, but Jamaicans are not idiots. The rest of us know that it's because of the World Cups and people are watching the games why the murder rate is actually down. Because it happens every World Cup, it happens every Olympics, where because of the jubilation in the atmosphere, even criminals end up watching these games. So for the PSOG to attempt to gaslight the opposition into supporting this abrogation of poor people and them picnic rights, it's ridiculous. We know the police now go scrape up the PSOG man picnic, you know. Guess what? The PSOG man, they don't live in the areas that the states of emergency are called. As a matter of fact, it is so ironic that the police would say that criminals run and hide in these upper St. Andrew areas, but those are the only areas without any S.O.E. So, Mr. PSOG, if you are really concerned about crime, why don't you suggest that the S.O.E. cover your area too? Instead of cherry picking the areas that you don't live in, where your kids are not being affected. Because you really and truly don't care when poor people picnic get scraped up. When them don't come to work at your big company, you simply replace them. You're not really business. And that is the bottom line. You do not care about what ordinary Jamaicans go through, what small business owners go through when there is an S.O.E. All I'm seeing is barricades being erected, traffic turn up, my productivity gone down because it takes me much longer to get to where I need to get. Picnic them, I reach school late. You know, business with them, something there. Right? You're talking about the opposition needs to support S.O.E. because you're selfish. And that is the bottom line. At the end of the day, the people who work for your companies, are being affected by the S.O.E'S negatively. It is not the S.O.E'S that's causing the reduction in the murder rate. It's the World Cup. So thank Qatar 2022 for that.
The impact of World Cup on crime. World Cup 2018, between the periods June 10th and June 15th, Jamaica had 52 less murders than equal year in 2017. They also had 66 less shootings than equal year. World Cup 2014, June 10 to June 15, Jamaica had 87 murders compared to 116 2013 same period. That's about 30 less murders in that period. So to come in front of us to claim that there is some trend that exists in 1 week, Senator Bunting, as an engineer, could you take a trend from 1 week of activity? And they ignore what happened in Augustown that went 1 year without a murder. And they have not proposed a replication of Augustown, but are proposing an extension of 1 week. And they never have zero like Augustown. When it failed in Augustown, Augustown lambasted the government for their disinterest in what they employed. In fact, the government have often claimed that the peace management initiative is of no real moment. So we come back, Mr. President, to set in the foundation of my assumption of political gamesmanship being played at this particular point in time. The improper accusations are being made of the opposition as we were unaware that the game was declared. So we were not participating in the gamesmanship. But since March of 2020, there has been a sustained increase in murders in this country, and the silver bullet of the state of emergency was not proposed until World Cup to then gain the benefits of World Cup. April, murders was up 1.8%. If state of emergency was so great, it should have been called in April. However, another 130 Jamaicans died by May. By May, it was up 6.5%. Nobody said, let's put in a state of emergency. No chief technical director, no commissioner. So when I hear Senator Rodriguez going to say, how dare you go against the police and you don't know as much as the police? 90% of the Jamaica people said they had no confidence in the commissioner. Why can't I be one of that 90%? So what I'm saying is that you move again, that in June it was up 1%, in July it was up 1%, in August it was up 4%, in September it was up 8%. Nobody called a state of emergency to save at least one life. Nobody said, oh, let us do it and risk it not showing up. Let us do it when the World Cup is on so that we can claim 70% in 1 week.
So that pit that you're looking on right now, it's a basketball court that is over at Harmony Park, formerly known as Dump Up. When it was called Dump Up, before the complex had been built, that place used to see football play like every day. There were about two to four games played there every other day or every day. Right, football games. But yet still the government of Jamaica built that complex with the taxpayers' money. It cost $1.3 billion. They must have known that football used to play over there every evening. But yet still they built that complex and they didn't put one single football field over there. As a matter of fact, you can't even go over there and play football. A guy was over there and he was juggling, just to juggle by himself. And the security came to him and said that he cannot play football over there. So within our country, Jamaica, things are being done, but it is not being done for the citizens, because majority of people don't play basketball. That is for white people, that is for tourists. Majority of people love football, but yet still the government of Jamaica didn't create a football pitch over there for the Jamaican youths. That means that they don't want them to go over there. I mean, as we clearly can see now that crime has been reduced because of the football. I hope the government of Jamaica expound on this to develop Jamaica's football. I mean, some of the best players in Jamaica are the ones that have guns killing each other. Schoolboy football, best league, most followed. People leave from Montego Bay to Kingston to watch football. People leave from Kingston to Montego Bay to watch schoolboy football. But yet still at the end of a guy career, a schoolboy career, he cannot look forward to a job as a footballer. Raheem Sterling and Leon Bailey has nothing on some of these guys in Jamaica. Has nothing. Only thing that they had was the opportunity. And they made use of it. And see, Leon Bailey is playing for Aston Villa. Chelsea might buy him. Raheem Sterling is presently playing for Chelsea. He used to play for Man City. Making crazy money. More than 100 million. Raheem Sterling is making more than 100 million Jamaican dollar per month of playing football. That is more than the total amount of money that is paid out throughout all the organizations in Jamaica per year. It's just so sad that this thing that we love so much, that can take us out of poverty, because if we invest in these youth, especially these young school youth, they bought Ricardo Gardner for £1 million. Now if we get £1 million for each one of our footballers, do you know how much money is that? That is 100 and odd million Jamaican dollar for each one of the players, and we have so many of them. We can turn around Jamaica if we just have the right leader who is going to do the right thing, because so far nothing that they are doing is really to develop the country. Nothing that they are doing is really to develop the youths. It takes the government of Jamaica no money. This is how simple it is, I've been telling people, but they're not listening. It takes the government of Jamaica no amount of money to reduce crime and violence, because they're not the ones who organize the World Cup. They're not the one who organize the World Cup. So it takes them no money to reduce crime and violence. But yet for many years they have been doing the wrong thing. They keep using the police and the soldiers to oppress the people, and then when the people start to rebel now, them say all kind of things. You don't need to police the people. You don't need to soldier the people. Just educate the people and give them something to look forward to. Because all that they are doing right now, all that is used to reduce the crime and violence is just the hope or the look forward to know that my side is going to win. That's all it takes, People are watching the football World Cup with a hope that, hey, my side is going to win, and they are cheering their side. Guns lay down right now. The youth them enjoy themselves and drink and enjoy and make music about them song. That's all it takes. So what has the government have been doing over the many years? I keep telling people that the government have been doing nothing to benefit the people, but what are they going to say now when they see it clearly? That it takes the government of Jamaica no amount of money to reduce crime. So when you have millions of soldiers and millions of police oppressing the people, it makes no sense. That has never helped, because so many years they have been doing S.O.E'S, and all S.O.E does is just to oppress the law-abiding people. Every restriction that Jamaican government comes up with, the people that they say they are targeting are never affected by it. The people who they are targeting are never affected by the many restrictions that they put up. It's always the law-abiding citizens that are suffering, because these people that are doing the wrong always find a way to go about it, because they are working with people on the inside. Look at the amount of accident that is happening in Jamaica. I'm going to do a separate video on that. Over 400 persons died. That means more than one person died every day in Jamaica within the year 2022. And people have been forcing people to buy a license, and the government cannot stop that. How simple it is for you to stop people from forcing people to buy a license. And I mean, the money that they are spending is not no normal money. We're looking at from $25,000 to $50,000 you have to pay a man to get a license. That's why we have so many accidents, because people just don't know the road code. But yet still the government of Jamaica, all they are doing is doing what? Increasing the traffic ticket fines, and that is not working, and they are still doing it. We need better leaders. We need better leaders to guide the people and to just give them what they need in order for the country to be better. That's all we need in Jamaica, is just a better leader. That's all. It doesn't take no money. You just take a better leader who is going to know, who has the knowledge to know that, hey, you need to engage the people, you need to guide the people, show them the right way, you need to educate the people. That's all, and encourage them. That's all it takes. But football, whether you believe it or not, the World Cup that is going on right now, as simple as you may see it, it is the reducing factor of the crime and violence in Jamaica and the world at large. We're concentrating on Jamaica. So the government of Jamaica had to pay nothing out of their pocket in order to reduce the crime and violence. And for many years, they are just doing crap. So what we can do, like I said before, the minimum wage need to increase. Minimum wage need to increase so people can look forward to something. A job can be something to look forward to. A job, a person getting good paid at a job, he knows he's not going to mess up and involve in any crime because that job is paying him good and he can get promotion. So he's going to look forward towards that. A person get a visa and go to America and work like money, or Canada or wherever, and he can eat a good food because those places you can make real good money there no matter what you do. That is something a person is looking forward to. So if a person spend a 3 months or a 4 months in America doing whatever it is, as long as he's making money, as long as it's not any illegal thing, and he's making money, that is something for him to look forward to. So when he come back to Jamaica, he's going to try his very best to stay out of trouble because he's looking to go back maybe next year or so. But in Jamaica, as it is right now, there's nothing for the people of Jamaica to look forward to. Nothing to take their mind off the crime and violence. I mean, the government of Jamaica is just doing the opposite of what they should do in order to build the country.